Good morning. As most of you know, the Dictionary and Lexicography Services Unit, DLS, was birthed in June of 2012 with the mandate of providing services. One of the services that had already been contemplated was providing rapid word collection workshops, RWC, to language communities in order to jumpstart bilingual dictionaries in minority languages. To that end, Kevin Warfel came on board in November of 2012 to complete the training materials for workshop participants on the website rapidwords.net and to begin offering the service of facilitating the workshops around the world. Early on, I realized that many of the dictionaries that SIL folks have been involved with down through the years were collecting dust on a shelf somewhere or were stored on digital medium that may or may not be relevant any longer. It was imperative to provide a platform and the technical expertise to publish dictionaries on the Internet. Consequently, I traveled to Chiang Mai in February 2013 to meet with Campbell Prince and Philip Perry, who had been working on a WordPress platform named Webinary. I saw the potential, and Philip agreed to develop Webinary further. I put together a team to address the issues of branding, copyright, and licensing of the platform and the lexical content. In September 2013, Kevin and I were ready to launch the first RWC workshop. We chose Malaysia as the venue. From the very beginning, we decided to incorporate the publishing of the output from an RWC workshop on Webinary. We also realized that between the two of us, we could not facilitate very many workshops in the course of a year. So we made the decision to require entities to provide RWC consultant trainees at the workshops that DLS was involved with in order to maximize our efforts. To date, DLS has facilitated 6 RWC workshops in 4 different countries and trained 4 RWC consultants. We have 2 more workshops scheduled for this year and hope to train at least 4 more consultants at these workshops. The consultants we have trained have already held at least 2 workshops and have 2 or 3 more planned for later this year. Of the 8 workshops, 5 of them have online Webinary accounts with uploaded lexical data. However, none of them have actually been published. In Nepal and Ethiopia, one of the challenges was incorporating non-Roman scripts into Webinary.
How did you make the connection with Nepal to provide a rapid word collection workshop there?
In September 2014, I traveled to Kathmandu, Nepal to facilitate a rapid word collection workshop for the Maja Purbia Taru community and to train Maricisco Kaji as a RWC consultant. The connection between Maricisco and Dictionary and Lexicography Services occurred in response to an email I sent out in September 2012 looking for dictionary people. Brian Migliazza, the linguistics coordinator for the Asia area, forwarded it to his email list, and Maricisco responded with an email to me asking to be on the DLS mailing list.
How was the rapid word collection workshop in Nepal funded?
Nepal was on the DLS email list and heard about our funding initiatives for RWC workshops. We were looking for funding possibilities. However, Nepal didn't wait for us to find funding. They included the costs for RWC workshops for 12 languages into their comprehensive 10-year plan. This turned out to be a good thing because DLS didn't receive any funding for that year.
How does planning a rapid word collection workshop work when you are half a world apart?
From March until September, the emails between Maricisco and myself flew back and forth as I coached her on the pre-workshop planning and she answered my questions about Nepal, airlines for flights, appropriate clothing for women, visas, etc. We even had 1 or 2 Skype conversations. Maricisco also used the planning materials on rapidwords.net. I also worked remotely with Diwakar Manshreshtha, SIL Nepal's language software specialist, to help him get the Webinary account set up for the Majapurbaya Tharu language. This was the first time we needed to use the Devanagari script on Webinary. The Webinary site was mostly set up by the time of the workshop, so that during the workshop we could upload each day's collected and glossed words to Webinary with a minimal amount of effort and show the results to the workshop participants periodically.
Where was the workshop held?
The workshop was held at the SIL Nepal office complex. Since the participants lived 12 to 18 hours away by road, they traveled by bus to Kathmandu for the workshop. They were lodged in 2 different local hostels, which provided breakfast and supper. Lunch was provided at the SIL office.
How do you train the language workers to participate and collect the words?
We started the workshop training on Thursday, September 4th, with 3 days of training, taking off Saturday as the day of rest. Since none of the Tharu people understand English, all my training had to be done through an interpreter. Netramani Dumirai from the local university, Sushil Suba, director of the Mother Tongue Center in Nepal, and Marisisko Kaji of SIL Nepal all took turns interpreting. I used a lot of activities for the training, and after a while I would just present the slide and the 3 interpreters took over with the training.
How did the actual word collection go?
Word collection went well. On average, we had around 40 language speakers each day. They were divided into 6 word collecting groups and 1 glossing group, who glossed the collected words into Nepali. During the 8½ days of word collection, they covered most of the 1,792 semantic domains and collected 23,000 words. Employees of the Mother Tongue Center of Nepal did the typing, as they were already trained to type into the Collect Words tool in Flex using a Devanagari keyboard. Overall, DLS has had 29 requests for rapid word collection workshops during its first 3 years, 2013 through 2015. Each year the funding model has changed, so that has made it difficult for some workshops to be funded, and so they have been postponed. Even now, DLS is trying a new strategy for obtaining funding for RWC workshops. Wish us luck.